Imagine this. You're standing on the south lawn of the White House. The grass is perfectly trimmed. The air is calm. Then suddenly, you hear it, a deep, powerful sound cutting through the silence. Not just any helicopter. This is Marine One, the helicopter that carries the President of the United States. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Marine One is not just transportation. It's not just a military aircraft. It's a flying command center, a shield, and a survival machine, all wrapped into one. Today, we're diving deep into the engineering madness behind the President's helicopter. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a helicopter the same way again. First, let's clear something up. Marine One is not the name of a single helicopter. It's a call sign. Anytime the US President is on board a helicopter operated by the United States Marine Corps, that aircraft becomes Marine One. The helicopters most commonly used today are heavily modified versions of the VH-3DC King and the VH-60N Whitehawk. But don't let the familiar shapes fool you. Under that green and white paint is technology that goes far beyond what civilians, or even most military pilots, ever see. Let's ask an obvious question. Why does the President need a helicopter this advanced? The answer is simple. The President is not just a person. He is a symbol, a decision maker, and in times of crisis, a commander-in-chief. If something goes wrong on the ground, an attack, a natural disaster, or a national emergency, Marine One must be ready to move instantly. No delays, no second chances. That requirement alone changes everything about how this helicopter is engineered. Let's talk about protection. Marine One is armored, not like a tank, but enough to protect against small arms, fire, and shrapnel. The cockpit and cabin are reinforced using advanced materials that balance strength and weight. Because here's the challenge. Every extra pound makes flying harder. Every ounce of armor must be justified. So, engineers designed a structure that protects without slowing the aircraft down. This is not brute force engineering. This is precision engineering. Now this part sounds like science fiction, but it's very real. Marine One is equipped with defensive countermeasures. If a heat-seeking missile is fired, the helicopter can release flares that confuse the missile's guidance system. Instead of locking on to the helicopter's engines, the missile chases false heat targets. In simple words, Marine One can trick missiles. And that's not all. It also uses advanced sensors to detect threats before they get close. The moment danger is identified, pilots and onboard systems react instantly. No panic, just trained response. Redundancy. Nothing is allowed to fail. Here's a rule in Marine One's design. Nothing is allowed to fail completely. If one system stops working, another one takes over. Engines, flight controls, navigation systems, communication lines. Everything is backed up, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. This concept is called redundancy, and it's the backbone of presidential aviation. Because when the president is in the air, failure is not an option. Now let's step inside. Marine One is not flashy on the inside. It's functional, purpose-built. The president can communicate securely with the White House, the Pentagon, military commanders, intelligence agencies, all while flying. These are encrypted communication systems designed to resist hacking, jamming, and interception. Even if the world below is in chaos, Marine One stays connected. In a real crisis, this helicopter can function as a mobile command center. Decisions can be made. Orders can be given. History can change. All from the air. Electronic warfare protection. Modern threats aren't just physical, they're digital. Marine One is protected against electronic warfare, including signal interference and cyber attacks. Its systems are hardened to prevent enemies from tracking it, hijacking signals, disrupting navigation. This helicopter doesn't just fly through the sky. It flies through a hostile electronic environment, and it survives. All this technology means nothing without the right people. Marine One pilots are among the most elite helicopter pilots in the world. They train for emergency landings, engine failures, combat scenarios, extreme weather, urban flying. They memorize routes. They rehearse emergencies again and again. Because when the president steps on board, hesitation is not allowed. Every move is calm, every action is precise. Here's something most people don't know. When Marine One flies, it's often not alone. Multiple identical helicopters take off together. Why? So no one knows which one the president is actually in. This tactic confuses threats and adds another layer of protection. It's not just engineering madness. It's strategic thinking. Here's the genius part. Marine One looks normal. No aggressive weapon, no obvious armor, no wild shapes. And that's intentional. The most advanced technology is often invisible, because true security doesn't show off. It quietly works. Marine One represents more than safety. It represents preparedness. It's a message to the world that no matter the situation, the United States is ready to protect its leadership and maintain control. This helicopter is a symbol of engineering excellence, military discipline, strategic planning. Every bolt, every wire, every system, built with one goal in mind: protect the president at all costs. So the next time you see footage of a green and white helicopter lifting off from the White House lawn, remember this: you're not just watching a helicopter fly. You're watching decades of engineering, planning, and experience rise into the sky. Marine One doesn't just carry the president. It carries responsibility, it carries power, and it carries the weight of a nation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into aviation engineering and hidden technology, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay curious, because the most fascinating machines in the world are often hiding in plain sight.